Hey friend, welcome back to another episode of Ash to Dusk. My name is Ashley Marina. For those of you who are new here, I'm your host, I'm your friend. We're hanging out from different parts of the world. I was looking at the metrics for the podcast and it's crazy because there are some of you who are watching and tuning in from Australia and Great Britain. Oh my gosh, like I think about that and I just think like there's a woman on the other side of the world who is tuning in to my cozy corner of my home. And I wish I could meet you in person, but I just want to say to everyone who's been watching, thank you so much. This week, we just wrapped up Christmas. What a crazy time. It's been awesome. The boys went with their dad for a little bit. So Mike and I had some time to just be together, which just feels like it's rare anymore these days. But it's like, okay, the hustle and bustle is over. Well, kind of. We have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day coming up, and we're hosting a huge party. My friends are coming in from out of town from Florida, and we're just going to have a really big New Year's Eve party, and I am stoked for it. But I thought, okay, we are in between the end of the year and a brand new year. And right now, you are probably just so tired and exhausted and just like drained from everything that has happened. You might even be like, oh my gosh, I just have a huge credit card bill now because I charged everything. Or maybe you're thinking, I got to clean my house. But I just thought today's conversation could just be about not setting goals right now, because I don't think any of us are quite ready for that. Like, we just need a breather. I want you to think about this time next year. What do you hope that you would have accomplished? Now, don't make this super hard. Don't overthink it. And don't look at it as like a goal or I have to do this or I have to do that. I don't even want you to say, like, I've lost 10 pounds. Okay. I just want you to say, this time next year, I feel good about myself. I feel healthy. I can fit into my clothes comfortably. That's what I want you to think about. And another thing is that I don't set New Year's resolutions. We've talked about this, but I do think it's a really good idea to have some sort of intention for the new year. And this week is like my favorite week to do that. In fact, I have decided that my phrase for next year, the way I'm going to show up, is CEO energy. And that's because as much as I love like this cozy corner and conversations around being grounded and breathing and getting in touch with ourselves and in tune to what our body and our mind and our spirit needs, I also am very aware that I need to make decisive decisions. I need to make tough decisions. I need to make timely decisions. And I don't want to play small anymore. And I want to grow a company that will reach women across the world and help impact communities. We're already doing this in Project School Nutrition and reaching our youth through our school nutrition programs. But I want to connect more with the people who are raising those kids, for the people who are behind the scenes feeding them school lunch, right? The mom, the hardworking woman, you. I want to create something that is going to help fill your cup and so that you don't feel alone. And so in order for me to do something at the level that I am set out to do, I have got to operate with a CEO energy. And that's what I'm showing up with next year. So think about that this week. Don't put a ton of pressure on yourself. Give yourself this last week to kind of rest and recover and get excited for what's to come. But I do want to encourage you to think about a phrase or a word, just something that you want to show up and be like next year. And if that's to be more calm and relaxed, let that be. Great. You want to be more chill? Fabulous. Maybe it's that you want to amp up your energy, right? That you don't want to be a homebody so much anymore. You want to get out of that comfort zone. You want to go meet someone new. You want to have more friends. What does that person look like? What does she do? What does he do? How do you show up? So for me, CEO energy. All right, my friend. So hold me accountable to that because I know it's going to be a little tough. I can make decisions. I do make decisions all the time, but I'm a people pleaser at heart. And this is something that I have yet to fully overcome. But this year, I'm going to do that. I can still be who I am at heart and love on people and take care of people and care about their needs, but also with not compensating my value and my worth. And so, yeah, CEO energy. That's mine. That's the phrase I came up with. And I hope that you hold me accountable to it. Also, if you are not signed up for my email list, why not? I send you a letter every Sunday and I just give you a little update, like some things I did for the week and things I think might be helpful. But I had put out in my newsletter that I got a P.O. box. I finally have a P.O. box. I've been in business for 5.5 years and I've been using my home address for everything. And I realized like the more that I'm expanding at Project School Nutrition and Ashley Marina and Company, the more I'm expanding, like the more eyes that are out there. And I don't want everyone to necessarily have that address of like, I have a P.O. box. This is great. And I did a video, it's on social media of me going and getting this P.O. box. And I decided, I was like, you know what? I don't want to just get bills that come to this P.O. box. I don't want to just get invoices and, letters from the IRS. Like, I want this to be something fun. So, my hope is that in this new year, we write to each other. Send me a postcard from wherever you're at around the world. How cool would it be to get something from like Australia or Great Britain or in California or Florida? There's so many of you listening from across the country. I'll make sure the P.O. box is in the show notes so you can look in the description. I'll make sure it's on the website too. But send me a postcard from wherever you're at and tell me, like, what was the word that you chose for the year? What is the statement that maybe you chose? Or what's one thing that you hope to be able to achieve in the new year? Not a New Year's resolution, okay? They don't work. But the person that you are becoming, tell me, share with me. I might even share it. I won't say who you are. I might just say, hey, this came from Great Britain or something, but share it with me. I would love to receive a postcard from you. And who knows, I might send one back. Definitely might share it with some of our friends here, right? So that we could see where we're all tuning in from. Now, another thing I want to encourage you to do this week in between the end of the year and the new year is try to do something for yourself that you may have never done before. And that could be asking somebody to help you with babysitting so that you could go and have dinner with your partner, with your spouse, with a friend, or that you just get alone time in your house. That maybe it's taking a bath or going and doing something fun for the day that's spontaneous. Whatever that is for you, go do something for yourself that was not planned. I know it's hard to do if it's not on the calendar sometimes, but find some time for yourself. Read a book, go for a walk, get a massage, sit in the quiet. Just go get in your car and go sit somewhere for 10 minutes for yourself in the peace and quiet and even take a nap. Yeah, anything. But this is the practice that you're going to need for the new year, because we're going to be talking so much in the new year about how to show up for ourselves so that we can show up better for other people. And it starts with taking care of you first, my friend. It's okay. It's not selfish. I know that it is put out there into the world that it is selfish if us moms or wives take care of ourselves. How dare we? We need to put ourselves last. Our family comes first. Get real. Get real. That is not the truth, you guys. No, nope. I don't buy that anymore. And I see a lot of men stepping up, which is fantastic. And I think that there is a lot more sharing that happens when it comes with household chores and responsibilities. But, it's okay to take care of yourself. And if someone is upset by that, we need to figure out why, or maybe that person is just not meant to be in your life. Taking care of yourself is not selfish, my friend. It's not selfish. So we have to put that belief aside. That might be someone else's belief, But that's not the belief that we're going to carry into 2026 anymore, because I believe this in my heart. The level of care that you can give to somebody else, the quantity of care that you can give to people directly correlates with the level of care that you give to yourself and how often you're taking care of yourself. So, my friend, if you want to go and you want to help all these people, which good for you, mama, you should. I want you to. That's what I'm here to do too. But in order for that to happen, you also have to take care of yourself. And it actually inspires somebody else to do the same thing because they're watching you do it. Sometimes we need to see a friend or someone around us doing something to just be like, okay, it's okay for me to do this too. So, yeah, take care of yourself. Go for the walk, get the massage, whatever that you can do. I understand money is tight sometimes and we can't always do that. And Louie's rolling around here on the floor. Huh, buddy? Yep, that's what happens. In the professional Ash to Dust studio, we have our buddies, don't we, Lulu? You want to come up here and say hi to everybody? No, he's looking at me like, what is she doing? So, anyways, I'm just here to remind you in this very short episode as we are getting ready to enter into a new year that you absolutely deserve some self-care, but you're going to have to give it to yourself. And that also teaches people how to love you and to take care of yourself. If you don't love yourself and you don't take care of yourself, how can anyone else do it really well? It's another conversation I've had with my other son about hygiene. Okay, just putting on clean clothes, getting a shower and scrubbing his hair and his body. It's like you have to love yourself enough to recognize that that matters and that you deserve it. I could tell you to do it, but you need to love yourself enough to do it so that you can also attract friends and people in your life who also will respect and love you. We can't just give our self-worth to other people. We need to take ownership of that first. So, my friend, what I want you to do is go jump in the shower, get yourself done up a little bit, okay? Make your bed. And there's an episode coming on this, so stay tuned. Make your bed and go do something for yourself today. Make it happen. You can do it. And if you can't do it today, then you need to do it by tomorrow. All right? That's my homework for you before we check back in is do something for yourself. And whatever it is that you do, maybe you're getting yourself a Dunkin' Donut or a Starbucks or 7 Brew. You went for the walk, you read a book. I want you to take a picture and tag me on social media. You can either tag Ash to Dusk on any of the platforms, or you can tag Ashley Marina. And I was starting to hesitate there because I think my handles are actually like Miss MS Ashley Marina. And then for Ash to Dusk on TikTok and Instagram, it's like ashtodusk.official. So anyways, whatever you decide to do, take a picture and tag me because I want to see what you chose to do for yourself before we go into the new year. All right, my friend, thanks for hanging out for this really short episode to end our time together. Like, I can't believe we're going into a new year. There will be one other check-in. I will check in with you. Actually, on New Year's Eve, we're going to do a quick check-in and get ready. I might even show you behind the scenes. Maybe it's a FaceTime that we do as I'm setting up around the house. We'll see. But there will be another episode on Wednesday. But until then, my friend, keep your light burning from ash to dusk. I'll see you next time.